with you, wally, wally, wally. You looking dangerous. I want you when it's obvious. We could be making crazy love.
It just kept things going. You know what I mean? Because the talent would get me in the room, but my personality and my character would keep me in the room. You know what I mean? When I meet people, they'll be like, man, he's talented, but he's a good kid also, you know what I mean? I'm in there, I get to work, I'm on time, you know what I mean? I write the record. If we want to write another one, I write another one. I don't complain. I just work hard because at the end of the day, the whole, goal is to get good music out there, you know what I mean? So starting off as a songwriter and then now me doing my artistry, it was dope because the same favors and the same friends and the connections that I had, it's like, yo, let's why don't you just hop on the song? Why don't you just hop on the song? So it was dope. Me and Angel actually met up working with Lewis Hamilton, and we just got cool. Angel's so cool, man. Like that's my brother, and he was like, yo, we actually did a couple songs together for this project. I got on this song. I think it was called, he has another song called Window or something like that. Yeah. So actually I'm on that song too. But he was like, wait, I know you're on that song, but I got a better one. He was like, can you get on this one? I think this was going to be the single, and I would love to have you on it. And I was like, no problem. Send it over. Sent it right back. He was like, that's it. He threw Wretch on it, and it's just dope.
Definitely.
That's it.
Any other UK artists you have on your radar right now? Have you been able to tap into the UK music industry?
Yeah, I was just actually, I forget the name, I think Crept and Conan, yeah? So we actually linked up when they came to LA. They did like the MTV Awards, and we were just talking about doing a song, so they recently sent a song over that I think is pretty dope that we might actually make happen.
Yeah. I think that would be dope, like Crept and Conan with an R&B twist, right? Because I think Crept and Conan have all these club bangers, and I think we need to soften it up.
It's a song for the ladies.
Eric. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about the ladies then, Eric. Now, how's your personal life? Are you able to balance it with all this stuff? I mean, because you really are launching now. Like your solo career is really taking a step forward. So how are you able to balance your personal life?
It's crazy because a lot of times, when I was always in relationships, because I'm like cliche, I'm like the R&B guy, you know what I mean? So I'm always with somebody. So I was like, okay, I'm with you, you're my girlfriend. Oh my God, I love you. Oh, it's not working out. Okay, I'm with you, I love you. Oh my God, it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So it was always like, I like having somebody with me. You know what I'm saying? I like that feeling. I don't like to be at the house scrolling through text messages. Hey, what you doing? No, not tonight? Okay. You know what I mean? So I think I just met someone that's completely just understanding. You know what I mean? It was always like nagging and why you at the studio? And why you going there? And like, okay, I gotta go. You know what I mean? And so now I got somebody that's just got my back. You know what I mean? Like, go work, encourage me, makes me better, motivates me. You know what I mean? And it's just a great feeling because it makes me want to make more music. And the place where I'm coming from, you got songs like Overrated, you got songs like Focused on You, and you got songs like Text Threads, and all these songs are just love songs, but they're still cool songs that, everybody can vibe to, and I think it comes off in the music, every time, wherever I'm at in my life, I think that's the album I write. When I was writing The Rebirth, it was like Drake's X, like, aha, bye-bye, I'm getting success. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like now, it's like I don't have to balance it too much. I still just get to do my thing and have fun and perform and write music, and nothing's really changed. I just got somebody that supported me 100% in my corner. And then I got my little son now too, so that's incredible. I'm like, okay, I'm complete. Now I can go and I can work and I can, feed the streets with music and, just do what I love to do. And I think it's just an incredible feeling that I've graduated to.
But I want to talk one particular situation that you talk about in one of your songs, Gifts and Curses.
Yes.
I don't understand. How is can you explain to me, how is your ex cool with meeting you and your new partner, and she genuinely wants to chill with you guys? I don't get that.
So that was like 2 situations ago when I wrote that song. And, I was actually talking to somebody who was cool, we were good, everything was good. I think it was crazy how that situation worked out because she was doing her thing in music as well, so she was always busy. So I was like, oh my God, like I don't ever have time to chill with you. I don't ever have time. And not usually for me, if I'm the busy one, it's like, okay, cool. When I'm not busy, I need you to be available. You know what I'm saying? So I would like all those times when I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm not busy. She's like, oh, I gotta fly away to Atlanta or wherever. So it's like, okay, what am I gonna do about this one? So we kind of took a break. You know what I mean? And then when we tried it again, it was just weird. It didn't work. So I started talking to someone else. But the thing is, we were such good friends. You know, we built a great foundation, and we had such a great, you know, background that she was just genuinely happy for me. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, I think people start off relationships the wrong way. They don't have a friendship. So by the time the relationship is over, fuck you, you know what I mean? Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But like, she was really my friend, you know what I mean? So it was cool. It worked out like, yo, I'm really happy for you. And I think people say that, but they don't really mean it. You know what I mean? But in this case, it was like, she really meant it. So it was dope. We're still friends to this day. You know what I mean? And yeah, everybody's just winning. She's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing. That's it, you know?
Exactly, exactly. One question. Yeah. Do you make love to your own music?
I only make love to my own music. I have to test it out, make sure it's FDA approved. For y'all, so when I put it out, I already know, like, yo, turn to number 4, 1 minute and 46 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Get to number 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the thing. Like, I really plan ahead. When I'm in the studio, you know what I mean? I don't just write like, oh, this is a dope song. Like when I'm writing viral, if I'm not dancing to it like crazy, like I can't stop moving when I'm playing it back, that's not the song. You know what I mean? If the vibe isn't there in the studio, the vibe isn't going to be there at the club. You know what I mean? So while I'm creating these songs, I'm just imagining when the listener is going to be, you know, listening, like how are they going to feel? Are they going to be able to vibe to this? Are they going to be able to party to this? And if I can't party to this, I don't think they could party to it either. And if I can't make love to it, then they can't make love to it either.
So she's never been like, turn it off, I'll listen to Usher. You know that Drake? You know that Drake? How his girl's like, I want to listen to Ludacris, I don't listen to you.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. How about that?
And then Ludacris said that he was actually messing with a chick. Did you hear that?
No.
He was messing with the same chick from Toronto. That's why he took it to heart when she wanted to listen to Ludacris instead of him. Did you guys not hear that? That's deep, right? They were messing with the same chick. But Ludacris didn't know that.
Did Drake know?
Drake knew, but Ludacris didn't know. But Drake wasn't really Drake.
Drake is crazy.
You do really like what Drake's doing though, right?
Yeah, nah,
Drake is definitely my favorite artist, you know what I mean? He's incredible, you know, from his beat selection, you know, to the mixes, to the different sonics that he uses in the songs, lyrical content, everything, you know what I mean? When he raps and then he just like switches into melody and goes back to rap, I think he's doing something that no one else is doing, and it encouraged me to create my own lane and not do what everyone else is doing. Like I may write this song for that person or this song for that person, but when it's an Eric Bellinger song, I want people to know like that's an Eric Bellinger song. Same vibe with Drake. Like you can say, wow, that sounds like a Drake song, or that sounds like a Frank Ocean or a Miguel or Adele. You know, I think all the artists that, you know, create their own sound and actually are paving their own way are the artists that are, you know, irreplaceable because, you know, they're the only one in their lane.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you've never written with Drake or had the chance to pitch him any songs?
I've never worked with Drake, but I've actually written a song that he was on, you know, the Justin Bieber Right Here featuring Drake. So me and Justin Bieber wrote the song, and then he was like, hey bro, I'm gonna get Drake on it, and I was like, for real? But I never got to meet him, you know what I mean? But I think if we were to get in the studio, it would be some magic.
I mean, like, you've worked closely with people like Chris Brown and Justin Bieber, and they have gone off the rails, you know, as artists in the spotlight tend to do. How do you offer your advice, and how are you friends with them? To what extent is your friendship with them?
I see, for me, it's weird because I think if I was to be a lot more personal, you know, well, who knows? I don't know where I would be, but they know, like with me, I'm like, I just work. You know, I work really, really hard. When we're in the studio, we're in the studio. and that's it. You know, we're best friends when in the studio. Like, yo, I got an idea. Go do this idea. Yo, I got another song idea. Go do this idea, and we bounce back and forth. But like, as far as like the personal life, I don't really, you know, go too deep into it. You know what I mean? I think I just focus on myself. You know what I mean? Because if I get too caught up into what other people are doing, if they veer off, I might veer off with them. You know what I mean? And if they go on the right page, I might go on the right page with them as well, but I don't want to take that chance. I'd rather just focus on me because I know that I'm the only one that can really create my own destiny.
Definitely. And with that, I'd like to open up the floor to some questions, if that's cool, Eric. 2 or 3. So who we got? Want to ask Eric a question? Come on, girls. You here are number 1 fan stood in the middle, man. You got a question?
Yeah. Did you name your little boy Elisha Rich?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Elisha,
yeah. So, yeah, his name is Elisha Rich. Rich is like, you know, I'm kind of like proclaiming that on his life, you know what I mean, before he even knows it. Once he figures out what rich means, he's like, oh, okay, you know what I mean, and not only rich in money, but just rich in spirit, rich in character. And then Elisha is actually like a biblical name. There were 2 brothers, Elijah and Elisha, and Elijah was like, you know, big time in the Bible, you know, and then Elisha was kind of like, it was crazy because the story behind Elisha, he was like the only person to do like miracles besides Jesus. So I was like, all right, I like that name.
That's dope, man. That's so dope. Any other questions in the house?
What's this about Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton. I want to know what you were doing with Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. Okay, so Lewis, for those of you that don't know, he's like one of the best race car drivers in Formula One. Like, he's like crazy, and he sings as well. So he was like, yo, I want to put together some music, and he called in, and me, that's when, you know, like I said, me and Angel met, and we went to his house. His house is like craziest house you'll ever go to. He has a studio in there, and he's dope, you know what I mean? He vibes. He's not an artist that's just like, yo, write me a song and I'll sing it. He's like, yo, this is what I want to sing about. This is the story I want to tell. You know what I mean? These are the lyrics, you know, so when we're writing, he's actually in there co-writing as well, because he wants to make sure that whatever he sings about is something that comes from his heart as well, and we're just helping him illustrate it. So, and the songs are good, you know, I'm surprised he hasn't put anything out yet, but the songs are great.
So Lewis Hamilton might do a Beyonce on us and just drop an album.
Right, exactly.
Any more? Let's go.
Did you give us a rough date of when cuffing season's coming?
You're killing us.
No, I really don't know. It's crazy because it is done, and people ask me like, yo, when is it coming out? Like, why don't you just put it out? But I'm just like, I'll know when it's time. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things like, okay, cool, it's time now. You know what I mean? I'm kind of waiting for the right trigger to happen, for something to make me go, okay, put it out now. You know what I mean? And I just haven't felt it yet. You know what I mean? I'm super like spiritual, like, God, whenever it's time, let me know. And you know what I mean? We'll definitely know. Like, something will happen. Like, maybe Jay-Z will say, man, this guy Eric Bellinger is crazy. And everybody's like, who's Eric Bellinger? Bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the way things are just working is like, so many different opportunities are presenting themselves, so we just want to, you know, make sure that we have something to be able to catapult off of, rather than just putting it out now. You know what I mean? I feel like something will happen, and if it doesn't happen, you guys have my word. Within like a short amount of time, like short, I'm gonna put it out. You know what I mean? Just because I don't want to keep, you know, my supporters waiting. So it'll be out, I'm sure, guaranteed, like by summertime, for sure.
You spoke of Jay-Z. What do you think about this whole Tidal thing?
Yeah.
Have you done your research on it?
Yeah, I did like a little bit. I haven't got approached personally, so I haven't like changed my screen to like turquoise. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, from what I see, it's crazy because, you know, they have so much power and they have so many relationships. It's like Rihanna and Kanye West, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, all these different people supporting it. And I think in the most recent interview that I saw of him, it's really just about making sure that he gives the artists more of their money that they're owed, you know what I mean, more royalties, rather than it going through so many different middlemen and then the artist finally gets paid. So it seems like a cool thing. I just haven't jumped on the bandwagon because I'm not fully knowledgeable yet, and I don't want to you know what I mean, move, and I'm like, yeah, I'm putting my turquoise chucks on, you know what I'm saying, 'cause I don't know yet. But I'm not against it, you know what I mean.
I get that. Anything else from the floor?
Yes.
Oh, see, people are coming out their
I'm
show.
so sorry. Whereabouts in the States are you from?
California. I was,
Whereabouts?
yeah, like Compton. Like born, like in the hood. Now I live in the Valley. I moved to the Valley.
Is
So.
it Compton? Because whenever we visit California, we go to Inglewood.
Yeah, Inglewood is probably like 25 minutes away from Compton.
There you go.
Yeah, so off the 105, you know what I'm saying, you can get to Inglewood and
We
then you
like the
can take
West
it.
Coast music a lot.
What? A lot. Yeah, I think, and it's crazy because the West Coast music, you know how everybody has their time. You know what I mean? Atlanta's like, oh my God, Atlanta's popping. Miami's popping. New York, but now the LA, that bounce is like, it's really taking over. You know, like people like DJ Mustard, you gotta give him his credit. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, are taking the sound, and I'm not saying that there's anything against it. You know what I mean? But I know, you know what I mean, like these guys, we watch them, you know, YG, you know, Tyga, you know, Mustard, and a lot of the artists in the Bay, really, who were, you know what I mean, the forefront for the sound, and I think it's a California movement that we've all embraced together with the whole Young California movement especially.
Do you find that your music is really West Coast, or are you trying to get like?
I think it's crazy because like when people hear my songs, like my radio songs, they think like, oh, he's like a West Coast artist. But when people hear my album, they're like, oh no, he's like a real, you know, international R&B singer, because, you know, I tend to put the songs that are the real songs that I feel from my heart on the album. But the songs that are on the radio is like, I gotta play the game, you know what I mean? I gotta get on the radio, that's what's working on the radio. So it's like, all right, let's stay consistent with that. And you know, the people that actually download my music, that appreciate, you know what I mean, the music, they'll hear it and they'll keep coming back.
But I feel like when Kendrick dropped his album, all about the whole Compton scene,
Yeah.
Tupac and them lot, so it all went West Coast.
Yeah, especially.
Huge fan of
No, yeah, Kendrick is crazy, man. It's just dope because we're, you know, we all grew up, you know what I mean, right in the same area, like within 5-10 minutes of each other, and to see each other taking off, it's just incredible. You know what I mean? I'm really proud of him for staying true to himself as well and using his platform in a positive way. You know what I mean? A lot of people get to that point and then they use the power in the wrong way. You know what I mean? But he's actually trying to, you know, speak for the heritage and speak for the culture, and I think he's going hard with it. And some people are like, oh my God, he doesn't have to go that far. But nowadays you have to overemphasize in order to get people's attention. You know what I mean?
Did you start off just wanting a songwriter?
No, I actually started off doing singing groups. Like I was signed to every label you could think of. I've been signed to Capitol, I've been signed to Interscope, I've been signed to Epic Records, in the singing groups. Like I was in one group for like 8 years, and I was in another group for like 4 years, and this is all like when I was younger. So when those groups, it just kind of wasn't working out. We were signed to Epic at the same time B2K was signed to Epic, and they broke up, and then it was like, that really killed it for us. It was like, okay, I can't do the group thing no more. And so it was all, music has always been, you know, my passion as far as the artistry, being up on stage. But I just looked at like different artists that were taking a different route. You know what I mean? Like you got Neo, who was writing for people, and you got Carrie Hilson, and I was just like, yo, whatever way I need to get in there, I'm gonna get in there, and then I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? So I started off, you know, as an artist, and then I started songwriting, and then I'm back to my true passion.
No. Yeah, one more question, go for it.
Through the writing process, right up until you get to the stage, how do you manage to maintain the same energy that has originated from the studio?
Yeah.
The same vibe. You know?
So basically, I think beat selection, like me and Neiman, like we really are big on the beat. You know what I mean? Like before it even has lyrics and it even has any melodies, the beat already has to be a movie. Or I'm not writing the song to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if the beat is like, I have to save the day and pull a rabbit out of a hat with my lyrics, that's not the right beat. You know what I mean? And if I'm thinking, okay, cool, what is the song about? That's not the right beat. If I put the beat on and it's immediately, I'm like, oh my God, open the booth. You know what I mean? Turn the mic on. Like, I have melodies coming, flooding through my mind and concepts flooding, so it's like, that's when I automatically know, like, okay, this is something special right here. So, like I said, if, you know, if I don't have that vibe when I'm in the studio, when I play it back, that's the thing that I do too. I think a lot of artists, they make music and they put it out with hopes that it goes, or with hopes that it does a good job. But when you're in the studio, you have to have people come in that are going to listen to it that you can actually trust. You know what I mean? There's so many people that are like, yeah, that's dope. You know what I mean? When you play the songs and it's not dope. You know what I mean? You gotta have people that love you enough to tell you like, yeah, that shit is whack, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not just you. I'm just saying in general, like I don't think people have people that are honest in their corner. You know what I mean? They have a lot of yes men.
Yeah, I understand that.
She calling somebody out. But for me, I think I got people in my camp that really keep it 100 with me, like, nah, that's not it, you know what I mean? Or even for me, I'll even go as far as they might love a song, but if I don't play it and they don't stand up and start going crazy, it's not hard. Because if you just like, yeah, that was dope, it's not dope. You need to hear the song and be like, yo. If you're not saying yo, then I say no.
You gotta have mean face on.
You're not doing that.
Dope, but I think that's all the questions that you've got time for. We've had a brilliant chat with Thanks so much, guys, for coming to the first edition of the Sarah Hansen Show Live. Your Instagram posts are amazing.
Thank you.
You've got fans everywhere. Like.
Yeah, it's dope, man, to go from, you know, because I've done music from every single aspect. You know, I've studied from the management side to the songwriter, to a group member, to the intern, to an engineer. Like, I engineer all my own music myself, you know what I mean? To writing songs for people like The Game and writing songs for people like Selena Gomez, you know what I mean? Like, I've done everything. So now to be like, okay, cool, I'm doing the artistry, is like, I'm so prepared, you know what I mean? there's not a situation that I can't handle. It's like, oh my God, there's a microphone issue, or okay, I'll sing a cappella. Oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, I'm prepared, and I think it's taken me a longer time to get here, but it's more appreciated, it's more rewarding, you know what I mean? The fans are really sticking by me because they believe in me, you know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, he's a dope artist, it's really like a family, you know what I mean? I like to make sure I talk to everyone on Twitter, on Instagram, like I like to respond, and I'm not just like the artist that I put out a song and I'm just over here like not paying attention, you know what I mean? I'm tweeting, I'm getting feedback, because whatever you guys respond to, I make sure to put more emphasis on and pay more attention to it.
Yes! I can testify that, because that's how this has happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really appreciate you coming here, accepting my invite. Just give it up for Eric Bellinger. Thanks so much, man.
Oh my God, Eric's the man.
You know what you're doing, right? Keep doing what you're doing, babe. Shake that ass like you're tryna go viral. Move your body like you're tryna go viral. Shake that ass like you're tryna go viral. Move your body like you're tryna go viral. Wine for me like you're tryna go viral.